What's going on, dude? How are you?
Not bad, not bad. On the run like always.
Aren't we all?
So yeah, man, checking out you guys' stuff. I've actually been checking out for a few weeks now. You guys just released a new single, Breakdown.
Yes, on Friday last week with Curtain Call Records. Yep.
Right on, right. Was that produced by Steve Zing also?
Yes, he executive produced. The production was done by the band and my cousin John Moscow. He's one of the composers. He's the original drummer of the band. But me and
Nice,
him managed to strategically continue to write together to keep the formula of Incognito Theory.
nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know Steve personally. I've been a big Misfits, Danzig, Sam Hain fan. Steve was on my old Facebook for years, and I lost that password and shit, and lost a lot of people I had on there. But
He's
I
an
like
awesome
following
guy,
anybody
dude.
that play. I bet yeah, I used to watch it. I like to follow anybody that plays with Danzig. You know, Erie Vaughn. He used to be from Indiana here where I'm at. I used to talk to him back in my record store days.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, no, Steve's one of my mentors. He's a really good guy, dude. That's why I enjoy working with him. I really do.
Hell yeah. So when the band get its start?
Uh, Incognito Theory started in 2009. I didn't have a band at the time. It was just me. I was calling it. It was going to be a solo project called Dave Incognito's Experience, but it's spelled out Die, D-I-E.
Yeah.
So not
Nice.
a death metal band. So Theory means theory of. So theory. I was like, oh, Theory of Dave Incognito, but it's not Dave Incognito's band. You know what I mean? Like we're a band.
Yeah.
Incognito Theory is a band. I've fluctuated musicians. I had a couple special guests. Days of Reckoning, our debut for Curtain Call Records, will be out in September.
Nice.
And it features a couple heavy hitters, Mike LaPont from Symphony X, Dave Crum, and I'm working on the last song right now. It's going to be 8 songs, killer, no filler. This last track, Forsaken Me, we'll
Nice.
have Adam Albright from Dope Sick. He used to be with Skin Lab, and he helped out Ministry, and he also worked with Sebastian Bach, courtesy
Yeah,
of
I've heard of Adam.
Wake Up
That's
Music
dope.
Rock. Yeah. Pepper Gomez is a really good friend of mine, and I don't really know Adam that well. I know him a little bit, you know.
Nice.
So it was really cool,
Yeah, you don't hear a
But
lot of
but
people
yeah, no, we're
mention the
working on
names.
this stuff. And we're good.
Yeah, you don't hear a lot of people mention Symphony X either. It's a no,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a hidden
Mike's
gem
been
right
helping
there.
me. Yeah, he's been helping me out with Incognito Theory since we started. We're getting ready to celebrate 15 years.
Right on. And what's your current lineup right
So
now?
I'm real. It's myself, Kenny Peer on bass. Uh, we have the kid Danny. That's his tag. He's the rhythm guitar player. He does some leads, and then you got my original guitarist, who I played with for 21 years. He's returning. He just returned. Jay Prusak, aka JP Death, on guitar,
Nice.
and then Dave English is the drummer from Last Pharaoh. He's in the band now, so this is cool. You know.
Nice. Well, I've had my notes and everything wrote down. But where are you guys based out of? What's your hometown? It's L.A., isn't it?
It's New Jersey.
New Jersey. Oh, I'm
We're
wrong
the
coast.
sons of Derby Jersey. Yeah, that's us.
I guess it makes sense with
North
Adam and
Jersey
everybody.
to be exact.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just
yeah.
we're down here below you in Indianapolis, man.
Oh, nice, man. Hopefully we'll be able to get out there and play for you guys and stuff. Man. It's gonna be really cool, dude.
Yeah, I
You
tell
know,
them all the bands,
but
man. The reason
everything's coming together.
Yeah, I tell all the bands the reason for this was to unite bands, and if you guys need any clubs or any kind, just email me, man. I'll help out any way I can. I've played music my whole life, so I have tons of connections around here.
Oh, thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate it. Look, music for me, it's about celebrating the art and the creativity of music, and I'm all about working with everybody, man.
Yep,
So
same here.
my thing is, we all stand together. We're all shooting for the same goal. And,
Yep,
we work hard. And that's what I love about Curtain Call Records. John and Gigi are awesome. And our director of A&R, Brian, great Rock Rage Radio, everybody. So
You guys got a
that's what I
solid,
like about
solid.
the whole family thing.
You got a solid lineup on Curtain Call too, and I don't think I've interviewed a bad band yet, and I mean I've interviewed probably 15.
Mhm. Well,
So
all the bands are awesome over there, man. All of them.
yep. So you guys, I know you got the album coming out. What do you got planned in the future after the album?
Well, June 28th, we're playing Dingbats, our home base in Clifton, with Scotty Austin, formerly of Saving Abel. He actually took us out on the road. We did a couple of shows with him fall, winter. And
Nice.
now he's coming to our home base, and we're going to do that. We're going to special guest with him there. And then after that, we're doing August 24th, the Summerfest at Jimmy's. So that's going to be really cool. And then our CD release party is September 20th at Dingbats in Clifton. And that is going to have our good friends in Gathering After Ashes, Mad World, and our label mates on Curtain Call Records, Surrender to Eden.
Nice. I was gonna say I just interviewed 32 Headshots from Curtain Call, and they was just touring. They just did some stuff with Scotty.
Scotty's awesome, dude. Our track, American Rebel, Scotty helped us with that. He introduced me to four-time award-winning multi-platinum producer Malcolm Springer, who worked with
Nice.
Matchbox 20 and Fear Factory, Anita Baker, Eric Clapton, Collective Soul, and he mixed, mastered, and did the track American Rebel. So that was really, really cool out in Nashville. So that was fun. And Scott and I have been friends for over a decade, and you know, we get along really well, dude. So I mean, like, things are like going really, really well. So I'm sure we're gonna have some more dates with him coming up soon.
Yeah, he just got off the road with my buddies in rehab.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, they're a great band, dude. They're a really great band.
Yeah, they are. They've actually my buddy Ian Karabi's playing drums for him, which is that John Karabi's son that sang
Oh,
for Motley
nice,
Crue
nice.
shortly. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I like his. I like the Dead Daisies. I like his. I like John's band,
yeah.
the Dead Daisies. They're really good.
yeah, I got to see them live
They're
once,
good
man.
band.
Actually, back in 2016, when Guns N' Roses first reformed, I shot down to Nashville, Tennessee to see it. And I'm standing in the beer line. I tell my ex-wife, it was my wife at the time, but my ex-wife, was like, "Man, this looks like John Corabi right over here." And then the lady behind me said, "It is. That's my husband." I was like, "Oh shit!" So I just turned around, talked to him in the beer line, and talked to John while I was standing in the beer line.
Nice, dude. I see you're
Yeah.
a '90s guy, bro. You got your Smashing Pumpkin shirt on, dude.
Yeah, I'm a music
Rock and
fan
roll,
all around, brother. I like it all, man. I mean, from metal to country to rap to there's not a lot of music I don't like.
Well, then you're definitely gonna like Days of Reckoning, because we got a lot of different stuff.
Nice.
We are. I tell everybody it's all rock and roll, man. It's definitely all rock and roll. I've been singing for
Yes.
30 years. My idol Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots. So
Nice.
that's how I got into it. Yeah, yeah.
Luckily, I got to see
So it's
Scott.
cool, man.
I got to see Scott probably 6 times. I've seen him really bad, and I've seen him really good. I mean, I've seen some shows from STP.
I met Scott 4 months before he died
Oh,
at
man.
Stone Pony when he did Scott Weiland and the Wallabouts, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
got to talk to him. I sang a little plush for him, and we talked. We had a great conversation. And when he left, he gave me a hug and he said, "Dream big, live the life," and that stuck with me. So now when I sign
Man.
autographs and stuff, I put my initials DI with a star in the middle of it, and the initials for Dream Big, Live the Life and stuff. So I have my memories, man.
That's dope. That's dope. I've met a lot of people, man, but that one trumps anyone I can throw out right now. that's really great.
Yeah,
that's,
dude. I didn't expect that. When he died, man, it was like, oh my God. It was a sad day for me, bro.
Yeah, it was. It's a
But
sad
I'm like
day for
Luke,
music.
man. I listen to everybody. Yeah, I listen to everybody, dude. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, there's like certain bands I'm heavily influenced by. Scott Weiland's my idol. My second in command is Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20.
A lot of people underrate them. I mean, a lot of heavy rockers underrate them, anyways.
Dude, we're heavy, but groovy. We got some country rock mixed in with this this debut for Curtain Call, and I mean, people are going to be really wrapping their head around some stuff. I mean, like there's a couple singles out that will be on it, like Set It Off and Ride On, and American Rebel's going to be on it, and then we got like a breakdown and a couple other new ones, dude. And it's going to be really killer. We just finished the artwork up. Had to do a little back and forth. My artist was Sean Hagel, and he's been working with the band for a while. We have our own director, videographer, which his name's Mark Petrick. We've been working with him for 15 years. He did all the videos. So if you saw any videos for Incognito Theory, he did all of them. So it's really cool. We got a nice team over here, people, man. Now the team is even bigger. Thanks to John and Gigi, we have a bigger team.
Being a vocalist and songwriter myself, man, you just hit all the bases right down my alley as far as influences and stuff. So I'm anxious to hear more for sure. I tell you, I was always a kind of a Matchbox 20 fan until I seen them live back in 2016, and they become one of my favorite bands ever. After I seen them live, I was like, man, these guys are just amazing.
Yeah, they're awesome live. I just saw them last year when they released their new record.
Yep.
He still has the pipe, man. He still has it, Rob.
Did you get the CDs? Or they was selling the live show. I went last year and I bought Indianapolis's. I got it on flash drive and a disc of the whole Indianapolis show.
Yes, I got the flash drive and a disc, and I got a vinyl.
That was a hell of an idea, man.
Cool.
I was like, yeah. So you guys, is your writing process? You guys write as a band, or what's your guys' writing process like?
The writing is done between myself and John Moscow of 60 Miles Down. Like I said, the original drummer of Incognito. He writes all the music. I write all the lyrics. I come up with the melodies. I'll hum them. Excuse me. I'll hum him some stuff, and pretty much he records all the drums. He'll do all the rhythms, and then we'll bring in, Kenny Peer, my bass player, will drop the bass. Or if I have a special guest like Michael Pont, he did a couple. You know what I mean? So it's like, but mainly it's the writing process is between me and John Moscow.
Nice. That humming the melody. That's a New Jersey thing, because I didn't even hear about a singer doing that until I read Sebastian's book. And Sebastian, it's where he's like, I wrote "Slave to the Grind." I come into the studio, like, I want to hear this. Damn.
Yeah,
they didn't give him no credits for that.
No. I mean, like, I'll come in and it's just like, if there's something that I was thinking about, I'll go over to my cousin John and I'll be like, yo, dude, I got this idea. And what I usually do is I'll either hum a beat, but most of the time, the way it's been going lately, let's use Set It Off, for instance. Set It Off, we wrote that song in 45 minutes in a rainstorm.
Oh, shit. Nice.
We were in the studio. Nice. We came up with a couple of riffs, and I started coming up with a couple of with these lyrics, and the melody just came really quick. But like I said, usually he'll write something, and when he hears my voice, he knows it's a Incognito Theory song.
Right? Yeah, you get
so
that distinct voice.
Me when he's writing it, yeah. Me and him are like, very together on everything. It's really cool. It's really cool.
That's one thing. I mean, if you got... Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You were gonna say something. Finish.
So that's one thing. You got the, you get you grow up with your musician friends, but then you meet your brothers too along the road, and music you become more or less family just through music, and almost bigger than real family in some cases. I mean, it's
absolutely.
It's wild the way music brings people together, and like I tell
you find your niche, man.
Yeah. Yes.
You find your niche.
Yep.
And that's what happened here. We found the formula of our sounds. I tell everybody that we're we're rock and roll. It's all rock and roll, but our slogan is we're always against the grain, and we're Jersey dirt metal.
Nice.
You know what
Jersey
I mean? But
dirt metal. That's cool.
I mean, like, we've had many people compare us to a bunch of different bands and stuff. So I mean, I just the subgenre stuff I really don't pay attention to and stuff like that, because I think everything's just rock and roll, man. And I like everything. And me and my cousin and even the guys that I work with that I take on the road, we like to live in the moment. We
Yeah,
love to play
yes.
live, and we we live in the moment. So whatever the moment is, that's pretty much what we do.
That's what you're getting
You
off
know,
that stage, huh?
Brian just Brian just hit me up just now.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, he might
So
have
I don't
messaged
know.
me. I got some missing messages.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You might want to look. I don't know what he was trying, but hey, it's cool, man. I don't think he knows that we're doing. We're already in the interview and stuff, But
Oh yeah.
if you want to reach to him, go right ahead, man. Director of A&R, Brian's a
He's
great dude, man. Hooking this up.
yeah. He's fine. He knows what my YouTube is. He can find it or live. He might be on there commenting by now. Usually he jumps on. Yeah. Like I said, yeah. Stream's going good.
Yeah,
Everything looking good. Um. So how's the New Jersey scene
cool.
nowadays? You guys still got a pretty good music scene out in New Jersey?
It's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. I mean, everybody's okay out here, I would say, but I mean, me going out and traveling to different states, I've noticed it was a little bit better. But we still have a scene out here. A lot of our clubs shut down over the COVID pandemic
Yeah.
and everything like that. So I mean, a lot of the clubs kind of like big ones. Like I mean, we had what do we have shut down recently?
Oh,
Brighton Bar shut down,
hey
and
brother. I,
yeah.
I don't want to cut you off real quick. Give me 1 second. For some reason, I don't know if it's because I went to check on Brian, but it just cut us off the live. I just got to hit the button again, and it'll start us right back up.
No problem,
Oh,
dude.
well, it says recording's in process, but it tells me to go live. Oh shit. Let me check my YouTube. Yeah.
No problem, man.
And then when
Mhm.
we're done with this, I'll take it in, and when I get a chance in the next couple weeks, I make the shorts, and then I'll cut it down and edit it, and everything will end up being going to audio, Spotify, and all my YouTube. If you browse my YouTube, I got I
Oh,
think
cool,
100,
dude.
yeah, 150 videos now, and I'll throw some shorts out there.
Oh, cool, dude. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you taking the time today.
Yeah, man, this is I love music, and like you said, everybody, you find your niche, and I tried bands. I've got my own home studio. I record music, but I ran a music store for 15 years back in the music store days, and this is the closest sitting at that counter at that music store talking about music as I've ever became. And this is I can meet a
Yeah,
stranger on the street and talk about music for hours. It's got me out of probation trouble. It's got me out of all kinds of trouble.
there you go, dude. Yeah,
If
I
you
mean,
could talk, yeah, if you
yeah,
can
oh
talk
yeah. I
music
mean,
with anybody, yeah,
you know, I mean, for me, I like being a part of the celebration of art, and that's what this has been for me. I love
hmm
what I do. I love being on stage. I love singing. I love entertaining people, and people are really, really cool, man. I mean, we've been getting a lot of really great reviews about the new single. I've had people say that we reinvented ourselves with Breakdown, and it's been all positive. It's been really positive. And I'm
yeah.
very blessed to be a part of Curtain Call Records family and stuff.
Yes, I really noticed a big change on because I listened to all the singles that was sent to me, and that breakdown, there's a big change from everything else to that, man, and it's not a bad change. It's really good.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, vocally, I stepped out of my comfort zone. I'm a baritone vocalist, and I usually go for more, more gritty. But I
hmm
managed to do the grit, but still, I wanted to get more melodic.
Yeah.
And I always try to uniquely change the bar when I do stuff. And Steve and John were like, "Hey, man, let's try it. Let's see if we can make it happen." I mean, it wasn't easy, but you know what? Now it's real easy now because now
Nice.
I've done it. Now I want to go to the next level. The only thing I don't want to do is, I mean, I'm not really. I love power metal and all that stuff, but I'm not looking to hit like the real high range stuff. Like I'm
Yeah.
more into like how like melodic. When I mean melodic, I'm talking like soulful, like what Lejean does in Seven Dust, and
Yeah. Yep.
like Stained, like Aaron Lewis does and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But still keep that edgy like Phil Anselmo does in Down and Pepper and Corrosion of Conformity or Page Hamilton and Helmet and stuff like that. Like
Oh,
I'm trying to,
that's one of my favorites
you
there.
know, yeah,
Love
I love
Helmet,
Helmet,
man.
man.
Yes.
Soundgarden, Chris Cornell, like I'm like in those kind of registers. But generally, like I said, I'm a baritone vocalist, and I mainly sing a little bit in that gruffy, yeah, as you heard in a lot of the stuff. But this one, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to. We write a lot of, I guess you would say, party songs, fun songs and stuff like that. But I wanted to go into more of a more serious. I wanted people, especially with this one. This was about mental health and mental health awareness. And I struggle with mental health, and I know many people out there struggle with it.
Me too, brother. It's actually Men's Mental Health Month.
To relate and say, hey, yeah. And I wanted to put something out for everybody and say, hey, you're not alone. We're all here together. Speak to somebody. Don't be afraid to call somebody. Call a hotline or whatever. And we're all in this together. And I think with me stepping out of my comfort zone vocally for Breakdown, but still keeping that edgy, what Incognito Theory is, I think it came together really strategically, came together amazingly. And it is one of my favorite songs. I think Breakdown's one of our best songs since Set It Off. So nice. I'm really, really stoked. And this Forsaken Me track is going to be really good. That will be on Days of Reckoning. And then this Rebel Soul is the one that's going to be very like country rock meets like groovy Pantera-ish. It's going to have like all that, but more serious message, because I kind of wanted to make more color. Think of like a Life Savers packet. I wanted to, but it's still going to be, it's still us. But I'm all about trying to be unique, but classic, like new classic, but still remain authentic and original.
So there ain't gonna be no Bruce Dickinson's notes then.
No, but I love Iron Maiden.
I do too, man. But I wasn't a big fan of the high note singers, though. I mean, I do like Iron Maiden, but that's probably about as much as I get with the high note singers, man. And unless you're talking about Sebastian or Axl or somebody that's got a high gritty note.
I was just gonna say Sebastian or Axl Rose, or I'm very big into Wasp. Blackie Lawless, dude.
Oh yeah. Man, I was hoping to see them on that last tour.
He's getting up there, man, in age. He's really getting up there in age.
And he don't get the credit he deserves, because I mean, he come out with shock metal
very underrated.
Yeah, before like anybody was doing that stuff. I mean, the shit, the fuck you like an animal, that shit he was doing back then.
Yeah. Fuck like a beast,
yeah. Fuck like a beast, yeah. That's it, yeah. I remember that album cover. Yeah.
I even like Lynch Mob. I really like their stuff a lot.
Yeah. Always been a George Lynch fan.
With, oh yeah. But I mean, like a lot of these bands. I'm into a lot of different. Poison's one of my favorite '80s bands.
Oh yeah,
I love it. Simple but effective. Even Bret Michaels' solo project is amazing too.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of lead singers that can do really effective solo projects. I mean, I being a big Matchbox 20 fan, I'm not a Rob Thomas solo fan per se, because I think Rob Thomas is great, but Matchbox 20 build each other as a band.
Yeah. I mean, like, some of his solo stuff is really good. See, me, I love Matchbox 20, okay? But I'll put it to you this way. And, Brian hit me up again. But what I like about Rob Thomas is that he's very unique as a vocalist.
Yeah.
He always tries and does something new at all times.
Yep. And he's staying relevant, man. He hasn't faded off whatsoever.
Yeah. Yes, he has. I'll tell you what, man, this new record that they put out, it reminds me of when they first came out with like Push and all that stuff. Yeah. It's very close. Like that song Rebel. Have you heard the new one Rebel that they have on the record, right?
Yes, yeah.
It really reminds me of like 3 a.m. and all that stuff, like, but I also like Incubus too, dude. And they're still
I love Incubus.
They're underrated too. I feel they're underrated too.
I like Incubus. I mean, I love everything he put out, but when Incubus first came out on the scene, man, that's when I ran my record store and I was traveling, watching shows everywhere. I mean, I seen them from their opening days, but Science, man, I don't think nothing can touch that album. I mean, that album Science is outstanding. And
Science
their bassist,
is a great record by them.
It sucked when they lost Dirk. Their bassist Dirk was amazing, man.
Yeah. But that's they have My record by them is Morning View. I love that album.
Nice. Yeah. I don't
The
think
one with
they
like
have a
Wish You
bad
Were Here
record.
and all that. No, no. Then they just released that again. They did a remaster of it, and it's still holds weight, man. He's great, dude. The lead singer, Brandon, he is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I got to hang out with him a few times back in the day. My band from back in the day at that time was Deftones, man, and I used to party with them guys. I got to know every one of them. Even Chi, rest in peace. But
Yeah,
just
yeah.
on a
Rest in peace,
fluke,
dude.
man. We was over in Columbus, Ohio, seeing him at Al Rosa Villa with Limp Bizkit, where
Oh
Dimebag got
wow,
killed at.
dude.
Yeah, and
Wow. Yeah,
my
yeah.
buddy
That
found
that
their
was a
drum
real hit.
tech's. Yeah, my buddy found their drum tech's wallet, and we returned it, and we ended up getting backstage passes for like the next couple years. Every time we seen him, and we find Bobby, we're like, "Man, you remember us?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll be right back," and we can get our little passes and got to hang out with the band. It was mostly times us just sitting or standing against the wall while they hung out with all the strippers, but it was still cool.
So now look, we're talking about the Deftones. What's your favorite? If you don't mind me asking you, what's your favorite record?
I'm gonna have to. I mean, I'm gonna have to say White Pony, and then
Mine is White Pony, and then Around the Fur. That
yeah,
record is outrageous, dude.
and I actually think this new one's probably after Around the Fur. The Ohms album, the new album, is great.
Yes, yes, yes.
They
I
they
agree with you.
they've grew like Incubus. They've just grew so big into the band. I mean, just tightness, man. I mean, they're going to be forever remembered. Just and younger kids love them, and
You
I
see
think
who else is doing? Yeah, you see exactly. You see who else is doing really well too? 311, dude. Like
yeah,
I'm really worldly, dude. I listen to all that.
yeah.
I just heard their new single. It's awesome, dude. It's
They've
awesome.
always been
You
great.
know?
They've always had
It's
their
like
little underground following.
yeah, yeah. You gotta have that. You gotta be open minded, man, and love what you love. And just like with Incognito Theory, dude, we try to. Me and my guys, we really we push the bar a little bit, but we also when we're in there, man, and we're in the groove, especially me and my cousin when we're writing, me and John, we just write in that moment, you know. And we always say to each other before we start writing, you know, when
Yeah,
you write in the moment, that's when your best work comes out.
nice. Yeah, and you
You
got to.
know,
I
that's
mean,
when your best work.
and you got to focus like on being just them lifelong songs, man. Them songs that are going kids 20 years from now are still going to be able to listen to and jam out to. I mean, because like you said, you can see the secrets. Like 311's come back. Look how humongous Limp Bizkit is. I mean, who would have thought they were going to be like our Led Zeppelin from the '90s? You know?
West is still crazy. Yeah, and West is still crazy. He still comes out with his crazy clothes.
Oh man, he's outstanding.
That's just
That
so
guy is.
awesome, dude.
Yeah, I like that they've got Fred in the act too. Now that Fred's getting a little older, he gets out there and has fun and ain't so serious. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
they're a great
yeah. The
band.
dad bod that he did one day. Yeah, I just saw them a while back too. Like, I was like, you got to be kidding me, dude. Like, I mean, some of this stuff, dude, you wouldn't even believe, dude. Like, but I have like, I'm a huge Corn fan too. Five Finger Death Punch.
Uh,
You know,
I
I really dig all that stuff.
Corn. I love Corn, but they're just now it's got a little repetitive for me. I can't like pick up a new Corn album and jam it like I used to be able to jam an old Corn album. I've tried, and I seen Corn in '97 with a Limp Bizkit and Helmet, and it was Life is Peachy tour. Limp Bizkit didn't have an
That's a
album
great
out yet.
record.
Yeah, yeah. Limp Bizkit only had a 3-song sampler out. They opened it. I had no idea who they were. Helmet come on and killed it, and then it was that Corn moment. Like you don't know what you're going to get. It was one of them shows that you got goosebumps waiting for that curtain to drop. And Jonathan Davis was, he was in his prime, and didn't probably say 2-3 words to the audience the whole time. And last time I went and seen him, you got him up there dancing and clapping his hands and shit, and I was just like, ah. I mean, I know you've made it,
Yes.
but I like those
Yeah,
from
man.
'90s. But
I mean, like,
go ahead.
I'm really like, how do I put this? I listen to everything from EDM. I listen to heavy stuff. I listen to groovy stuff, country. I like doo-wop oldies. Like, I mean, I was raised. I'm an only child. I was raised in a musical house. You know what I
Nice.
mean? Like, my mom was a choir teacher. My dad was in like, plays in school and stuff. He was a creative writer in school and stuff. So that's where I got a lot of my skill from. You know what I mean? So, and then,
Hell yeah.
just started doing this myself. And dude, I wouldn't trade it for anything, man. I can't believe that I've been singing 30 years and, you know, I got this nice opportunity because of Curtain Call Records, and I'm real proud of what we're doing, and I love working with them, dude. And they believe in what the brand of Incognito Theory is doing, and sky's the limit, man. I'm really excited about releasing this record. It's cool because some people got to hear some of the songs already because they're singles that are out, and now when it's nice and packaged, yeah, I still believe in the old school, man.
Yeah.
Even with like the mixing and the mastering, that's why I chose Steve Zing to be the executive producer, because you got that old school. You want to turn the record on and you sit in your car, and then they're like, "Oh, dude, this sounds like Alice in Chains' Dirt or Facelift when Lane was alive." But
Yeah.
hey, but it's still got their own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's how I try to tell some of these bands this. Everybody, like, there's some of these younger guys, they don't even like to admit to having influences. And I know, like, genres are all over the place, but I mean, you got your influences, and like you said, you listen to an album, you're going like, man, this part, I can hear this influence here, and I can hear this influence, and that's not a bad thing, man. I mean, that's music. I mean, every musician grew up off their influences and has a piece of their influences everywhere. They might not emulate the sound, but their influence is in it.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's nice.
absolutely, man.
So you guys gonna do any touring outside, like big touring, or you got anything planned to hit
Yeah.
anywhere outside your hometown or anywhere?
We have some goals on the table. We'd like to get out to LA and play whiskey, and go out to Vegas. I've been talking with John from Surrender to Eden, and we're going to try to, because they're playing our CD release, our label mates. So we're going to try to see if we can set some stuff up. Another one of the bands on the label, and they're great guys, man. I mean, all the bands are great, but Saint Tragedy, Michael and Wayne, been talking with them. So, I mean, we're going to, but me and the guys we have, especially me and my business partner, Kenny, the bass player, we have goals on the table right now. So hopefully, this year, we're definitely gonna try to meet each and every one of them. We just got to finish up. We're in the middle of editing the video for Breakdown right now, and that'll see light in July. And then, like I said, this last track, Forsaken Me, that's going to feature Adam Albright from Dope Sick. Once that's done, man, then we got everything else in order, dude. And the album Days of Reckoning will be out in September on Curtain Call. So that's our main thing. And then we may take just a little bit of a break, not too much of a break. And then we'll get back in there and start pounding the pavement. Yeah, yep. Then
Yeah,
we'll get moving.
we'd like to see you down here in Indianapolis, and like you said, with all your label mates. I mean, shoot, them guys in Fate Defined, they're over there in Washington, man. They have a hell of a music scene over there. I've seen some of their videos, and I've talked to a couple people that live over there, and they have some of the killerest metal scene I've seen in a long time over in Washington.
Nice.
And then another one of your other label mates is over in New Zealand, and they're itching to get to the States. That Dead Empire, they're killer. You being from the East Coast, I know you grew up on Life of Agony. These guys,
Yes.
these guys sound like Life of Agony. I've never heard of them. I'm like, man, you guys. I mean, the dude sings kind of like Keith Caputo or Mina, whatever you want to call him now. His vocal, his melodic vocals.
I mean, I've listened to all the bands. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've listened to all the bands on Curtain Call. I listen to Rock Wave Radio, and John and Gigi got a nice roster of musicians and bands on Curtain Call Records, and like I said, I'm really proud to be here. So shout out to John and Gigi, thank you. Shout out to Brian, director of A&R, for hooking this up. I mean, everything is just going nice and smooth. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today, and everything is just having a good time, man. So. You have any other questions, man? You shoot. I'm here to answer whatever you need.
Yeah, and like I said, I wasn't in my studio, but what we can do after you guys get done releasing the record, we'll gather back up, man. Maybe do an interview with the whole band.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I mostly do a lot of the interviews all the time, but yes, absolutely, I can definitely get something together where all these dudes can get together and we can all talk with you and stuff. I think it's going to be really cool. But I mean, like right now, man. I mean, things are they're going nice and smooth, and I'm really happy with how things are going with Breakdown. You know, it's only been out a week, and nothing but positive reviews and stuff
Nice.
for the song. You know,
You gotta love that on the
has been
singles.
spinning it. Yeah.
And
I
like
just
you
wish
said,
that, you know, I know a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
an old school fan. Because I'm an album buyer. Like I said, I ran a music store. Computer killed my store, but I'm starting to see the upsides of some stuff, especially now that I'm on this side of the table. Because I mean, talking to all these
Yeah.
bands, at first I was like, didn't like the single album because I like to buy albums. I like to buy artwork. I like to buy the whole package. But as an artist, you know, you've got a whole year to promote your album if you drop a single at a time. You know, you got, and then when you do drop the package, your hardcore fans and your hardcore, you know, the ones that really are going to listen to it and cherish it are the people that's actually going to buy the physical copies. So
Oh yeah, absolutely, totally agree with you, man.
Well, man, I know you got stuff to do.
Exactly.
I know you got stuff to do tonight. You want to take the floor and shout out your socials and everything. Give everybody out where they can find you at. And
Sure, absolutely. All they got to do is one-stop shop. Go to incognitotheory.com, and everything's up there. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. We have a shirt store up there. You know, if you want to check out some merchandise, just go up on incognitotheory.com. We got the Twitter. We got all that stuff up there. All the links are all up there. Follow us on Spotify. And, you know, we want to thank all our fans for their continuous support. Big shout out to John and Gigi again from Curtain Call Records for believing in the brand of Incognito Theory. And we're very proud to be a part of the Curtain Call Records family. Another shout out to our director of A&R, Brian Moore, for setting up this interview. Shout out to you, Brother Jimbo. I really appreciate everything. Mad Dad of the Mad Dad channel on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Lisa over at Frontline Promotions, our endorsed company, Dirtbag Clothing, and but most of all the fans and everything. And hope everybody's enjoying Breakdown, and get ready for Days of Reckoning.
Yeah, you guys check out.
Coming out.
If you guys haven't checked out Breakdown, get out there and check it out. It's a dope single, and they say September 13th, a new album comes out. We will check back in with Dave and maybe the guys after that. I mean, like I said, you guys are welcome. We like to do lives and have you guys have bands play. You know, I've had bands do their first acoustic sets on the show, and we could even set up where you could do an electric set either way. But we'll work something out. And my page is all my Under the Ground page, all my the Under the Ground with Jimbo, and I have an Under the Ground group. Those are made promote throw your stuff on there, spam the hell out of those pages because that's what they're there for, man. They're there for you guys. You know, to just shuffle and for people to see your stuff and you guys to see other people's stuff and man, like I said, maybe trade shows.
Absolutely, bro.
If you guys need any Indianapolis support or anything, don't hesitate to shoot me an email, man.
We would love to come out there, man. We would love to come out there, dude. We are, you know, like I said, you know, once we get, I mean, this is taking a little bit of time, you know, because everybody's lifing and stuff like that. But, you know, we're really, everything kind of came together really smooth. So I'm real stoked about releasing this record and, you know, and I'm real happy about how everything's moving and everything. So I can't thank you enough, man. Seriously, I really appreciate it, brother.
You too, brother. And, you know, I know I had to reschedule last week and we had this, but we made it happen, man.
Dude, it's totally cool, man. You know, health first, bro. Jimbo, you know how it is, man. I hope everything's going well for you. So
yeah, getting old sucks,
thank
but
you
hey,
very
man.
much, dude.
Yes,
hey,
sir,
look,
man.
dude, we're not promised tomorrow. Any day above the dirt is a good day, man. Remember
yes,
that.
Sir.
And
yes,
always remember, Incognito Theory is always against the grain.
Yes, sir. I'll drink to that. Yeah, you have a good night, Dave. Y'all, this has been Dave Incognito from Incognito Theory. Like I said, check out their new single Breakdown. They got a handful of shows coming up before the album release. Go to their pages, follow them, hit up Dave. He'll let you know. You guys take it easy. Everybody have a good night. Have a good weekend and be safe.
Thanks, Jimbo.
Yes, sir.